an enabling environment for business. Anyone would tell you that for any business to thrive, the environment has to be enabling. You're talking about laws, you're talking about policies. Now, for Uganda's case, the question is it enabling enough? That's what we're talking about in this segment. Uganda's economy is growing. Indeed, by June this year, the economy raced ahead of the 5.8% projection to close at 6.1% for 2017-2018. But there is a key question to this growth story.
Our economy is growing. The question has been, and I'm glad to see Senior Samba Ngegwa, who was our national chairperson of the Planning Authority, the question, and he kept on raising this issue of inclusive growth. The economy is growing, but people are saying we don't have money in our pockets.
While some Ugandans blame the business environment for this state of affairs, others look at the low business acumen among Uganda's business people as one of the factors responsible for the exclusion of Ugandans in this growth trajectory.
We know this company for doing what? Delivering mail, isn't it? Today they deliver the beer in this country. They are the ones responsible for taking beer everywhere in the country. Why? Because the Ugandans are lousy entrepreneurs, they are lousy business people. So Uganda breweries could not give business to lousy Ugandans. So two major things: the economy, BAT moves out because they cannot attain the productivity levels to make them competitive. Two, the company that stays, Uganda Breweries, says, well, the Ugandans can't deliver the business. They're not good enough. So what do? They bring in somebody who can deliver the business competitively.
A host of external factors also contribute a fair share in this. And indeed, these work against government's effort for a conducive business environment.
Most of you as economists know that interest rates are usually a few percentage points above inflation. Inflation, as the PSST, has been controlled, I think 5% or below, something like that. So what do you expect the bank rate to be? About 7%. And the commercial rate could be a few percentage points, maybe 10%. How much do you pay when you go to the bank? 20%, 24%. What is the problem? The competitiveness of this country. We have to go into understanding why is the interest rate so high. The difference between what it should be and what it is a lack of competitiveness of this country.
Today, Uganda imports goods worth $6 billion against exports of $2.3 billion. So how can Uganda fix these numbers and therefore generate the needed impact on its economy and population?
We made a study and we said, let's cut off 2 zeros from our currency. So we cut off 2 zeros and the exchange rate became 1 to 60 shillings. Since then, that is 1987, the exchange rate today is 3,700. That means we have nothing to sell.
While Uganda is a highly entrepreneurial country, the quality of entrepreneurs remain poor, contributing little to the country's export docket, and also remain kept away from the competitive business space, even on the local scene. It is therefore not surprising that many Ugandans struggle to wrap their minds around the stated economic growth.
When we talk about competitiveness, it is basically about two things. One is the ease with which we get to the market. And the second one is how we sustain this market. Now, it doesn't matter whichever business, whichever sector one is operating, it's about those two things. So it's about the timeliness to the market, it's about what you're taking there, and it's about the quality and standards that you're taking there. It's these that is going to help you maintain and sustain that market. We are pointing to several external and internal aspects of the farm, because it's the farm that ultimately is going to enter that market. It's not government, it's not the parliament, it's not anyone, but it's the farm. So how we facilitate and support this farm to enter that market matters. And I'm speaking to infrastructure, I'm speaking to regulation, I'm speaking to licensing, I'm speaking to the legislation, the laws that we must comply with, the tax regime. I'm speaking to the capacity to create and maintain standards.